Hi, my name is Amanda from Pura Vida Holistic Therapies and Yoga, and today I'm going to talk you through Supta Padangusthasana, Reclining Big Toe pose. So if we come into semi-supine, so semi-supine is with both feet flat on the ground, and then ease ourselves down nice and gently on the forearms onto our backs. And then if we take hold of a belt, and then place the belt around the ball of the right foot. And then we'll lengthen that leg up to the ceiling. So we have the foot flexed, so the toes are pointing down towards the body. We have the hands up the belt, so the arms are straight. And just ensuring that the shoulders are not lifting up off the ground. So just let the shoulders melt down into the ground and the back ribs, let them melt down into the ground. If you've got any tight hamstrings, you can keep your knee bent. And we just have a nice light hold of the belt, so we're not pulling on the belt and gripping on the belt, not wrapping the hands around the belt. So the belt is just there for a little bit of support. So we're lengthening in the hamstring down the back of the leg here. And then if it's comfortable for you to do so, you can lengthen the left leg out along the ground. Again, if you've got tight hamstrings, you can keep the knee bent. Otherwise, you can lengthen the leg all the way out along the ground and again, have the foot flexed so the toes are pointing up to the ceiling. And have this leg working nice and active and really working into the inner heel of the leg that's lengthened out along the ground and really pressing the thigh firmly down into the ground. So we just take a few breaths here and also try visualising the femur descending from the shoulder so the hips are nice and level. And if you feel the hamstring give a little, if we inhale and then on the exhalation just try drawing the leg a little bit closer in towards the body but never forcing anything, only doing it if it feels comfortable. And then we're going to take the belt in the right hand and just shuffle it down onto the heel first. Take the belt in the right hand and then if we place the left foot flat on the ground and just let the left foot fall onto its outside edge and let the knee fall out to the side. That allows us to keep the hips nice and level. We can also place the left hand on the left hip and then we're going to inhale and on the exhalation taking the leg out to the side of the body with the leg working in towards the body. Now, it doesn't matter how far you can take the leg out to the side, it's more important that the hips are kept nice and level and nice and stable. So this gives us a nice lengthening in the inner thigh area and the groin area and a nice lengthening in the lower back. So just taking a few breaths here. And then once we've taken a few breaths, we can inhale as we bring the leg back to the centre. And then placing the left foot flat on the ground and re-lengthening that leg out in front along the ground. We'll take the belt in the left hand now, take the right arm out by the side of the body and just ensuring that the right shoulder is melting into the ground. And then on the inhalation and then exhale, we take the leg across the body this time. Just ensuring that the right shoulder isn't lifting up off the ground. If that's lifting up off the ground, then just bring the leg back up slightly. You've taken the leg too far over. You can use a block if you like to, if you're not able to get the leg all the way down onto the ground, to rest your foot on. And if it's comfortable for your neck, you can take your head in the opposite direction and just taking a few breaths here. So try not to tense the body, so really let the body relax and melt into the ground. And just taking your awareness into your body and maybe noticing any areas of tension or stiffness. So this is really great for lengthening in the lower back and also lengthening in the glute muscles and in the groin area. So just noticing any tension or stiffness anywhere in the body and just visualise on the inhalation, really directing the breath into those areas of tension or stiffness. So we're sending the prana, the life force energy into those areas to help heal those areas. if we inhale, bring the leg back to centre. And then we bend the knee and then remove the belt. And then we can do the same on the opposite side. So placing the belt now on the ball of the left foot, lengthening that leg up to the ceiling. Again, you can keep the knee bent if you've got tight hamstrings and the foot flexed so the toes are pointing down to the body. Hands up the belt so the arms are straight and the belt in either hand. Back ribs and shoulder blades melting into the ground, and then if it's comfortable for you to do so, you can lengthen the right leg out along the ground. Keep the knee bent again if you've got tight hamstrings and have that foot flexed so the toes are pointing up to the ceiling. And again, just visualising the femur descending away from the shoulder. Taking a few breaths here. And then if you feel the hamstring, give a little down the back of the leg. Inhale, and on the exhalation, just drawing that leg a little bit closer in towards the body, only if it's comfortable, even if it's just a millimetre. And then just taking a few more breaths there. And then we can move the belt onto the heel of the foot. Take the belt in the left hand. And then placing the right foot flat on the ground and just letting the right foot fall onto its outside edge and the knee fall out to the side. Placing the right hand on the right hip, helping you to keep that hip nice and stable. And then we're going to inhale, and on the exhalation, taking that leg out to the side of the body with the leg working in towards the body. So you might find that you can take the leg further down to the ground, one leg further than the other. So just have an awareness of that. Just notice if it's feeling any different on one side to the other. So we're opening up like a book here. Again, lengthening in the inner thigh and the groin area and the lower back. And again, try not to hold any tension, especially in the upper back. Just let the upper body just relax down into the ground. And then inhale as you bring the leg back to centre, and then placing the right foot flat on the ground, lengthening the right leg back out along the ground. Take the belt in the right hand, taking the left arm out to the side of the body, and then we're going to take that leg across the body with the leg working in towards the body. So we're coming into a spinal twist. And then if it's comfortable for the neck, you can take the head over towards the left. So we're lengthening in the muscles down the side of the neck also. And just taking a few breaths here. So again, feeling that in the lower back, the glute muscles, and in the groin. Again, really relaxing the body into the ground. And just maybe noticing if you've got any tension or stiffness in the spine anywhere. Just bring the leg back up slightly if you do notice any discomfort in the lower back or in the lumbar spine. And then if we inhale to bring the leg back to centre, and then we can bend the knee and remove the belt and just place the belt to one side. So that's Supta Padangusthasana, reclining big toe pose.